we can kind of transition from toy news into movie toy news.
Yeah, that's all we ask. These are
The
big licenses.
yeah, the Child's Play second teaser trailer dropped.
Oh yeah.
So it's not really a teaser. It's like a trailer now.
It's
like
a legit trailer.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're seeing stuff, including
Child's Play 2019. It looks good.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking it looks good too.
I'm very excited about it. I I don't know. Like, how did you feel about it as soon? Because you just watched it for the first time like a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah.
How did you feel about it?
I mean, I'm hyped on it. It's
Yeah.
cool. It's as hyped as I can be for a horror movie, I think. Like I'm typically stuff I'm into, but not it's my favorite stuff, but it looks dope, man. It looks really cool.
We'll address the obvious reveals first here, where I mean, obviously we heard Mark Hamill say his bit at the end.
Yeah.
It was "Good night, Andy."
Yeah.
It sounded good. I like how it didn't sound robotic, which I think a lot of people were somewhat concerned about.
Yeah.
It sounded like kind of like Brad Dourif, kind of like Brad Dourif. I don't want to say
bit.
he's copying Brad Dourif or anything, but it you know, it kind of resonated through a little bit.
It's a little creepiness going
Yeah,
on.
a little
in there.
creepiness.
Yeah. Softer though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he was saying it in a way where it's just like "Good night, Andy." So it's kind of like it was appropriate for it to be soft, but still, I like how he said those couple of words.
Yeah.
So
That was sounding good. The doll itself.
the doll itself, I mean, we got, it's all over, the plastered all over the internet for the split millisecond it was on.
Compared to the 80s doll, what do you think?
It looks fine.
I kind of like the 80s doll better.
Well, yeah. I mean, I will, of course, I'll always like, the
We didn't
first.
see it in full, like the whole bit. He's kind of shadowy, and we don't necessarily know what it's going to look like
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah.
But I'm liking the 80s doll a little bit better.
Well, I mean, that's going off of that one quick frame.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's
Just there's something about the face. It didn't look as freckly and cute as the first one.
oh my gosh, I never thought it looked cute as the
Oh,
first
you didn't think
one.
the first Chucky looked cute? Like when he's not
When he's in
killing,
doll form?
Yeah, when he's not killing people.
Dude, that thing haunted my nightmares.
He's kind of cute. He's kind of a cute little doll.
In any case, you haven't seen. Well, actually, we did watch Curse of Chucky together. I remember it was on Netflix, and I mean, I'm talking.
I'm
I
gonna
think
have to rack my brain on that.
it was a
one.
couple of years ago, honestly.
All right, I think I remember that. Yeah.
Okay. He has after the third movie, then he changed into his appearance where he's got all the scars and stitches on his face.
Right.
At that point, everybody's like, oh, well, that's a really cool look for him. But I always just associate that look with how it kind of turned into black comedy. And from there on out, then it was just kind of like in this black comedy. Well, from there to Seed of Chucky. And then once it got into Curse of Chucky, he looked terrible. I mean,
Really?
like, I didn't think he could look any worse. He looked like something like material that you would find in like a sex shop or something.
Yeah, he looked
Like,
pretty bad.
It looked awful. So this version of Chucky is a breath of fresh air. I think he's gonna look great, or as good as he possibly can be.
Yeah.
That being said, I know we're getting into fine details here, but also it was mentioned. I saw somebody say something that his size, he's a little bit smaller than he was.
That could be to his advantage.
It could be.
He's a little sneaky. You said he's stealth. He's a stealth killer.
He's stealth killer.
Yeah. That can only help him out.
And he has all these abilities now. So
Oh yeah, he can hack in all the Catlin Corp.
and we saw a lot of that in the trailer.
Yeah.
A lot of that was present.
So they make like home products.
Yeah.
Like thermostats and smoke detectors and
Yep.
lights and alarm systems
driving,
and driving stuff too, right?
yep.
Oh, wow.
And we saw drones.
Yeah. So he's just gonna be killing people with all the tech.
So that's the only thing that kind of concerns me.
Really? Why?
I like the rawness that was Chucky back in the day.
he's
now it's
wielding
like-
that knife, man. He's still doing old Chucky business.
Yeah, and they gave you that too.
What? So that's kind of strange.
What?
That in the original one, all he has at his disposal is a knife,
Well, that's not true.
and then he just so happens in this film to choose a knife as his killing weapon.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think? How do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, you have to that the knife is sort of like the finishing blow
So you don't think
some
they
circumstances.
could have had him without the knife? They were like 100% Chucky, his knife, he's gonna have it.
I think it's pretty iconic. I mean, every film or screen grab is always Chucky wielding a knife.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can really get away from that. And I think if you got away from that, I think, you get fans pretty upset.
So this is pretending like 1980 film never happened. Not same universe. None of this. All right, completely different.
No.
Okay.
As far as I know, I mean, who knows? Maybe they do cross over in some weird way. I doubt it. That wouldn't make any sense. But it'd be, I guess it'd be interesting if they had like a little nod in there.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just want to hit home the point here that I don't love the fact that there's all this technology. Like
That's one of the parts I like the most.
I just don't really want to see somebody like get like into a car wreck. That's what it looked like. It was getting into a car wreck. It's just like what happened in Curse of Chucky. Somebody got into a car wreck because of something that Chucky did. And it's like, I guess that has happened before. Like he's done something and then as a result somebody has died from it, but indirectly he was responsible for it. I'm not too crazy about that. I really like when he's like being stealth, jabbing at people, getting away, strangling people, getting, just like getting physical as you could possibly get. I like those instances. So the tech kind of concerns me. I don't really want to see somebody get like beheaded like with a drone or something like that.
That's definitely gonna happen.
Yeah. So that's the only part that I'm not too into. I can look past it because, dude, there was that one shot in that trailer that I got so hyped on. That is the stuff that would sit in my nightmares when they're just panning across the room when Andy's trying to sleep. He gets up and then he just sees Chucky like standing there. Like you can see full on Chucky standing there, but just covered by shadows up against the bookcase staring at Andy.
The thing of nightmares.
That image is just what I was scared of like as a kid. All I would be thinking about is as soon as the lights would go out, I'd be like, and your eyes would adjust. I'd be like, I can see, Chucky's everywhere in this room, So that really spoke to me. And that alone is just getting me so amped. I'm really, really excited about this.
I know you are.
So we probably talked about it a little bit more than we intended to, but I wanted to firmly get on record that I think this is going to be a great movie.